video. I'm back again with another video. So this video is going to be a story time about the time
we got into a fight.
Basically. So
that shit was crazy.
It was crazy.
It was just a whole crazy ass scenario.
Now, me and Clara personally did not get into a altercation together. Like,
right.
It wasn't like I was fighting her, she was fighting me. It
was like 4 people against us 2.
So
we're short as hell. Okay?
Let me tell y'all.
But we did good. Shit.
So one day
we did good.
We were at work. Yeah. I wasn't working, but she was. She was the manager at the time.
I sure was. And you know what's crazy? Shelly had just left out of drive-thru when it happened.
Crazy. Our manager
had just pulled off. Anyways, go ahead, finish proceeding with the story.
So, you know, basically, I came up there, mind you, in my last video, I told y'all, like, you know, I used to just go to my job and just sit because I just like, you know, I like the people I was, I like being there. I like the people I was working with.
It was a fun-ass environment.
It really was. So, this particular night, it was in February. Like, it was cold.
It was February 9th.
Okay, well, she got the
It was February 9th. I remember that.
Okay, so it was February 9th or whatever. And, you know, we just chilling. And so basically, I'm going to let her tell how this all happened. And then I'm going to jump in on the parts where
so how should
it included
I say it? Just put it out there.
Well, we don't got to say the names. We could just say like.
Okay, so basically, this one person had some issues.
Right.
Over some petty ass shit, had some major ass issues. Talking reckless, you feel me? I'm like, well, I'm at work, so what you want to do? Like, I can pull up on you after I get off work. She's like, send your location. So, bitch, okay, I work in Farmington Hills. Come on out here. Go right the fuck ahead. Come on out here, right? So, whatever. We going back and forth. And I told her, like, you know, I'm off at 10. I'll pull up on you when I get off work. You ain't got to bring the drama to my job. She was like, okay, whatever. Like, maybe I want to say, like, a half an hour go by. It was almost like an hour. And
mind you, they were still going back and forth on the phone.
Right.
Like,
on Snapchat.
Right,
back and forth on Snapchat. So, like, an hour go by, and this bitch walked in. Like, just, hello, walking in, all loud and ghetto.
All right.
3 other people with her.
But look, we didn't know that it was other people with her. She walks in.
It should have just been her. You feel me?
Her and maybe another person. But you get what I'm saying? Granted, you had 3 other people with you.
Okay.
So anyway, we in the back.
Sure is.
Me and Claire in the back, in the manager office. So, you know, who told us that
I think it was Mike.
Wait.
All right, Mike, the little kitchen guy. So I'm talking about, you got somebody here for you. And I'm just like, oh, fuck. Because I already knew what the deal was at that point.
Right.
Because don't nobody come up there.
So basically, I'm like, okay. So I'm telling Claire, like, okay, well, if anybody jump in, I'll jump in. But I'm going to let y'all fight one-on-one first. Because for what? Like, why I'm going to jump in if it's not, like, if it's a fair fight? So basically, you know, I'm telling Claire, like, you know, I got your back or whatever. So this is gonna be a shady video.
It is. It's shady as fuck. But
shady.
Fuck it. So she's like, you feel me? Like, I got your back. So I'm like, so I walk up to the front basically, and you know the 4 girls up there, the one I got an issue with. I'm like, I got customers in this restaurant right now. Granted, I'm the manager on staff. 4 people. We got what? We had like 3 people in the dining room, and I think like a family or like 2 people
I think it was a couple ordering, and then maybe a couple people in the dining room.
Right.
But I'm not really sure how many people was there.
So you feel me? I'm like, we got people. Like, just wait a minute. I'll meet you outside or some shit. You feel me? Or like whatever. So basically, she thought I was trying to be scary. So they end up starting to walk out or whatever. And she started talking shit, so you feel me? I got the door open because the way the doors was, they was double door. So like, you walked in, you had to pull the door open, walk in, and then pull the other set of door open until you got into the, you know what I'm saying, the lobby, right? So I'm like standing at the door. We're in between the glass doors, bro. This bitch out of nowhere, her sister clocked me. Like, I'm not gonna hold you up. She clocked the shit out of me, and I fall back for a second. And I'm like, what the fuck? Like, bitch,
so
your sister swinging on me, like, bitch, me and you got the issue, not your sister. And basically, that's when it started. I swung back, and Frank came to the rescue, jumped in.
So then, after that, like, you know, she was trying to close the doors, whatever. So then, I'm on the phone with my sister. I got my phone in my hand, but I'm on the phone with my sister on our job house phone. So I'm like, Raven, blah, blah, blah. I'm like talking to my sister like, bro, I'm about to fight because
bitch just had her nails done too.
Literally, just got my nails done.
Her nails done.
And I'm on the phone with my sister like, if they jump in, I'm jumping in. Swear to God, on my life, first of all, I blacked out because I seen them fighting, and then another person jumped in.
Okay.
So soon as I seen that, I'm still on the phone with my sister. I dropped the phone and I started fighting. So now it's a bunch of people or whatever.
We all fighting.
Now it's 4-on-2. So you feel me? So now we fighting, blah blah blah. So
and we moved from the double doors.
We moved, right?
Like,
so
we
Clara
moved.
fighting somebody and I'm fighting somebody. So boom boom. I can't really say what Clara was doing because I was fighting somebody too.
Right.
So,
we both was though at that point.
So
but then the other people jumped on us. I think at one point she had 2 on her and then I had 2 on me. But the girl was trying to pull the girl who was fighting me off of me. Yeah. To like jump in like, bitch, no, this ain't no switching out. My beef is with her, so I'm gonna strictly fight her.
Right. So basically, bitch,
everybody
fighting
too, by the way.
Right. So now everybody fighting, and mind you, we had other friends at that job that we felt friends, right? That we felt like that should have, at least either jumped in or stopped the fight. Period.
But regardless, though, before we even go on, just regardless, though, if you see. Whether you're friends or not, if you see somebody, you feel me, not necessarily getting jumped, because I wouldn't say, like, we got jumped, because at the end of the day, I think we walked away with less shit than they did, you feel me? So, it's just like, if you see somebody like that, bitch, like, you really just gonna stand there, but normally, bitch, you have your phone out, or you would have been recording the shit, or y'all would have jumped in, and I just feel like it was shady for them not to even jump in, regardless if we was friends or not. Me personally, I'm not about to let somebody stand here and get whooped on.
And the crazy thing is, after the fight, that's when me and Clara became even closer. Like, me and Clara wasn't like close, but we were close. We were good friends. So for me to be like, okay, I'm not about to let 4 girls jump you. That's dumb.
Like we was literally just friends.
Because if it was anybody else, I wouldn't have let them get jumped. You get what I'm saying? Because that's just the type of person.
That's the type of people, and like that's what we were saying in the last video, like about the environment and stuff. Yeah, like it was very family. Like either you fit in or you didn't. Right. And like these 2 people were back and forth.
It was like it really is shady.
They was back and forth, and I think still to this day, like they back and forth. But I feel like that day showed us their true colors, and just us as good people just still try to do the right thing, put it aside of us, don't hold it against them, don't hold no grudges. But ultimately, I think our decision to stop fucking with them was the right one.
Right. So, and I just feel like if anything, granted, you don't have to jump in, but the way
you could at least try to stop it.
That's what I'm saying.
You could have did something.
But it's crazy because how y'all claim y'all are friends when in reality y'all wouldn't even jump in to do anything, and or you wouldn't be like, okay,
like y'all need
to break it up
like,
or anything. Like y'all ain't do none of that. So back to the story. So now
she got crazy now.
So I'm fighting a girl, boom, boom. So we ended up behind a counter somehow, like literally, like right in the pathway of behind the counters where the registers was. So I'm fighting her, boom. She get up. So right in front where the cash register was, it was a cash register like right here and one right here. Yeah. And in between it was glass. It was a glass with beer. So this bitch. So I grabbed a beer and I threw it at the girl that I was fighting. It didn't break though. So mind you,
threw it back.
She threw it back and it broke. It broke. Like we had heat lamps. Yeah. Like it was like a counter basically, and it had heat lamps.
And it was open, so it went to the other side of the kitchen.
Yeah, and flew in like the
flour, the grill,
everything.
Grill.
It was crazy.
It actually almost hit Mike, because Mike was like, if a piece of glass would have hit me, I would have threw him back at that bitch or something. He said something crazy off the wall.
And it was crazy because like for a long time, even to like it for a long time, they kept asking me like, well, who threw the glass first?
That bitch did.
And I said her. So the owner kept questioning and like who threw the glass and basically like trying to make me tell on myself like, oh,
right, but all of us stuck together.
Yep. So like, oh, you threw the glass first? No, she did. She reached behind the counter like you can't because you could. At the time, like basically, customers can reach over the counter, look at the beer,
grab it. Right. People used to put their hands over it and take beers all the time, actually, like to buy them.
Yep. So basically, after we got done fighting, they left. The police ended up coming.
Came.
Now mind you, we were in Farmington Hills. Farmington Hills police it's a suburb. It's the suburb part of Detroit, basically.
Why would you even come out there though? Like,
right, like
and they tried to get away, but the fucked up part is like the end result. Like they got in a bunch of fucking trouble.
They did, yep. Because basically, the managers at our job was basically like, pressing charges on them because
destruction of property, destruction of peace. Like, didn't they? I think they tried to get them for whatever the stealing thing is.
I don't know.
Because of the beer bottle, it was considered like stolen. Like she stole it basically from us because she threw it. But and what is it? I broke the we used to have garbage cans. It was like a big thing and then like a little shelf. We broke that shelf when we was fighting because I ended up throwing her into it, and then I think that's the only thing we broke. And I think we might have broke a high chair too because we was over there in that like little pit area fighting. They got in trouble, but the police came and all the customers left.
It was crazy how
all the customers left before the police got there. Yeah. I remember. And I called our manager and I'm like, granted, I was the manager on staff. You feel me? So I'm like, Shelly, I know you probably gonna fire me. But she was actually real cool with it too.
Yeah, Shelly was cool
like,
with
you
it.
should have told me. I would have stayed. We all could have got on them. Like, she was cool as hell. But
yeah, we had some cool managers, and then we had some like irritating managers. But
irritating as fuck managers. Like, get the fuck away from me. Like,
but yeah, that fight was so crazy, and that actually like brought me and Clara really close.
It did. I would say that was like the turning point in our friendship. At that point.
Because like I said, granted, like I wasn't like whether it was this person, or this person, I was close with everybody.
Somebody in the middle of the motherfucking road, you feel me? Like, well, let me not say that. But
I'm like, hold on.
Let me take it back. It could be somebody that I know, but I don't fuck with on a certain level. Right. I'm not gonna let nothing happen to you if I'm around and I feel like it's unfair. Mm-hmm. Now, granted, if it would have just been me and the one girl, I think it would have been fine. You feel me? Like if it was me and the one girl, but it wasn't.
And like I said, like I told Clara, I said, if somebody jump in, then I'm gonna jump in.
That shit was crazy as fuck. It was hype as hell too afterwards. We was talking shit, snapping.
My nail broke.
They went back. They started snapping, talking shit. I mean, now that I look back on it, that shit was childish. But we didn't have nothing wrong with us. Yeah. For it to be two people on one person at all times, like that shit is terrible. We should have walked away fucked up.
They was so mad. They was like, they kept calling me fat because at the time, like I was like chunky. I was real chunky. Like I'm chunky now, but I was like so.
I don't know.
But that was the end of our we got into a fight story time. So guys, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe.
And thumbs up the video.
Thumbs up this video. And don't forget to, check her videos out. Her link will be down in the description box. Also her social media and everything else. So, alright. See you guys.
See you.